What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Monday morning as we look back over the bangers that landed over the weekend. I'm very excited to be jumping into this one. Someone who has made a huge impact musically across 2022 with one of the biggest tunes of the year, one of the biggest follow-ups to that as well. We are, of course, talking about Pheelz, who has released a brand new single. It goes by the name Ballin. Now, this is a tune that actually landed in my inbox via 2 or 3 different promotional services. So this is a tune that is being pushed very, very heavily, and I'm excited to see how Pheelz is looking to round the year off. Obviously, he's been doing a lot of live performances of Finesse and things like that, so it should be cool to see how he kind of takes that energy and puts it into a brand new solo banger to round off the year. As always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all that good stuff. We are now hurtling towards 64,000 subscribers. If we could do that by the end of this week, that would be absolutely crazy, so please do get involved. Right, without further ado then, let's jump into the sounds of this one. Let's go.
Tell me, is it real life or is it only just a fantasy? Is this my reality? Am I really this high?
Weird introduction, but the tune I'm loving.
Shout out to my tribe, we be this steady to the other.
You know, the mad thing about this is it already sounds to me like, from a listener's perspective, this is like a blend of almost like Notes and Drake. Like the actual approach, if you listen to his vocal texture, his sort of vocal pronunciation, the just kind of the energy he's approaching this with, he sounds very Drake-esque, but the instrumental sounds like a Notes instrumental or like a Rams instrumental. That sort of 2013, 14, 15 era of I suppose kind of UK Afrobeats. It's sort of like that sort of sound. This seems like a really nice blend of those two things, which is cool to see, man. Pheelz is so versatile.
Take time. You go soon into break time. Oh, and my brother just no choice. Welcome, king of the dancer. Cause they told me that I couldn't do it, but I did.
I like the fact that Pheelz always has these kind of dystopian videos.
Play harder non-stop. Now we be the same people. We won't make I cripple. We won't make I shubu. And they won't man, I'm balling on them.
Yes. Really, really cool. Really, really cool, man. Again, this is what Pheelz is able to do. Pheelz has this ability to just kind of, I suppose, utilize the abstract space between genres and between sounds and come up with something refreshing and new near enough every single time. He did it with Finesse. He then went and did it with Electricity, which was another huge banger. Like, don't forget that. And then he's obviously gone on, played around the world. Finesse has gone on to become one of the biggest tracks of the year. I think it's in the top 10 on that Billboard chart, as in it's been in the top 10 most kind of recorded tracks of the year, which is great. It's a great look for Benson as well, that tune, but obviously it is Pheelz' tune primarily, and he tends to perform it on his ones. So it's interesting seeing how he takes that energy and turns it into this, which is, again, very different from what we've heard before.
Waiting man go game if I no ball on them, man a ballin' on them, man a ballin' on them. So if you take a deeper dive, you go realize your close guys been the
this animation as well. It's so unusual. Like it's almost like GTA meets Enter the Spider-Verse. That's the kind of animation it looks like, obviously with the masks and like the way everything's colored, but then the style of animation is very kind of GTA. But yeah, it's a weird fusion. Again, it's just so unique. Like, you never see anyone else doing animated videos like Pheelz videos are. I remember the video for Finesse was like, this is odd. Like, I remember it just being an odd video to watch. This is a similar scenario, but this is obviously only the lyric video. So yeah, interesting though. It is really, really interesting seeing how he interprets his sound into a visual scenario.
Nigga, watch your back, cause then you no go to meow meow. Kasha my shit dada, cause people going up and down and they be spreading doubt, but my destiny is covered. Me oh, that shit when it comes to my moolah. Every night and day, oh my brother just love. No choice. Welcome, king of the dancer. Cause they told me that I couldn't do it, but I did. Full stop. Man, I paid my dues. Blood and sweat. Work hard, play hard.
I'm really liking the approach to this vocally, man. Again, that more sort of softened vocal texture is doing absolute bits in regards to just kind of pulling the tune together. He's really gluing a lot of the different elements. You've got these kind of almost like twanging guitar chords that just kind of ping off the rest of the instrumental. You've got a very subtle bass line going on down below, so it's mainly this sort of swirly chord texture running through the middle that provides most of the bulk of what the tune is. And I really like the approach that Pheelz comes with vocally. I think he just ties everything together nicely. Again, that softened Drake-esque sort of approach to sort of sing rapping. works really nicely. And I think this is just overall a very pleasing tune to take in.
Now we be the same people. We won't make I cripple. We won't make I shubu. One of them won't hop. Man, I'm balling on them. Man, I'm balling on them. Waiting man go gain if I no ball on them. Man, I'm balling on them. Man, I'm balling on them.
What will be really interesting, it'll be really interesting seeing what the general response is to this one, following up from Finesse and following up from Electricity. It'll be interesting to see which one overall, after the longer period of time, ends up as the biggest. I don't think anything's going to beat Finesse for a while for Pheelz. I think that's going to be like one of his sort of like, not breakout moments, because obviously he's been around for a long time, but I feel that's going to be one of his like mega memorable moments. This one feels like there are elements that are being similar, but this does feel just so refreshing, again, in its arrangement. A lot more floaty, I feel, and it's a space that Pheelz works really nice in, that sort of floaty kind of almost R&B inspired take on electronic Afrobeats. I love it as an area. There we go then, the sounds of Pheelz with Ballin, a very, very cool tune indeed. A very interesting one to kind of take in regards to breaking down Pheelz' style. I love his approach on this. As I said, it really reminds me of almost like a Nopes crossed with Drake in 2015, 16, maybe 13, 14, that sort of era, where Afrobeats were kind of entering into the UK, but it was a lot more electronic than a lot of the other sounds we were hearing. Drake was doing the sort of sad boy thing, and I feel they're the best two kind of areas I can use to describe this as a fusion sound, but it's very Pheelz. It's very out there. The video, it's unusual. It's abstract. Again, the use of the masks a lot of the time is a really cool thing to see, but also just the style of animation. It's very, very odd, but it works, and it definitely ties into Pheelz' idea of being different, being abstract, and kind of bringing something new to the table. Really, really nice. I did enjoy this one. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know the video sat on nearly 250,000. This video sat on nearly 250,000 already, and the video dropped on Friday afternoon, so that's done really well over the first couple of days. Make sure you are going and watching the original video as well if you are checking out this reaction. I will always leave a link in the description down below. But that's it from me. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and if you have, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well. Leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked. Cooktown TV.
Your boy Slim Oldfit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Kovu.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch, and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.